All right, YouTube, I got some more unboxing here. We have a few packages at least that been kind of saving up. Had a new camera coming, but have the iPhone set up, so I'm going to take advantage of it and just dig into these while I can. Let's see, this one is fragile. It says this is this I think is an eBay purchase. I have a couple of mint sets that were incomplete and missing the partial. And that's exactly what this is. I got a couple of mint sets here. So we've got, let's see, we've got an 05. So that is the 90% silver half, 90% dime, $1 Native American, and then you've got two of the, interestingly, two of the 5s. I didn't know they did that year. They're both S mint mark, so that's interesting. Oh, I got it. One is the Buffalo, and the other one is the Ocean, the Lewis and Clark dime. So it's the Westward Journeys series, I think, is what happened that year, or maybe before or after. Anyway, there's the 05. It must have been that year only because you can see from the 06, which is the next year, that it doesn't have it. And I had purchased one additional. Yeah, so this has got the memorial on the back, Monticello, depending on how you pronounce it. It's Monticello, pretty sure. Native American, and then the other two. Anyway, and then an extra lens that he threw in. I had purchased something previously from the guy, and the lens came scratched, and so he sent a new one. Interestingly enough, the one he sent me is cracked, so that's all right. I think we'll make do. Anyway, I'm going to put that there and go for the next item for you. And here what we have is some proof. They look like proof. Yeah, they are. They're proof. Dimes, I believe. The light is kind of blocked, so let me just show you what that is. So these are Mercury dimes, Roosevelt dimes. And, let's see what else we have in here. One more package. Oh, quite a few items actually. So let's go through it here. The lot of 10 are proof Roosevelt dimes. So I got 10 of them for 14. So, you know, these are about $1.20 in melt, $1.18, 22 cents, something like that at today's price. The proof sometimes, and the older years, I know there's a couple in here that are 50s, early 50s, and those actually command a premium. I know that I can get, you know, like for the early 50s, about $15 per dime in brilliant uncirculated, so or in proof and not circulated condition. So, you know, you get your money back selling one of these off, and then you've got, you know, these other to put to your silver stack or finish out collections that you may have. Let's see here. The Mercuries are regular mixed date, and there is 14 of these as well. And so we've got, you know, another 14 dimes, and these were $19 for 14 Mercuries. And I think I saw a couple of good dates in there. I'll go through them individually and take a look. The next thing we have is an Indian head cent. Yeah, I think so you've got Indian head 64, 80, 81, and 82. So some pretty good dates on here. These were $3.50, so less than $1 each. The Indians usually go for $1 or more. And a couple of them are in pretty decent condition, and they're all old dates. And again, a scarcer date. This is a 20S. Missing this one from a collection I've got, and so, you know, paid about twice spot for it, about $2.50. It's in really good condition. It's got all the detail on it. Not sure if you can make that out or not, the camera, but it is in really quite good shape. And then we had a, let's see, a 13D Buffalo. Now this said grainy, but I saw a 13D go for about $20 tonight. And this one says very fine. You can make out the mint mark. The fur on the hump and the horn on the buffalo is visible. And the 5 cents is almost not worn at all. And this is the raised Mound Type 1 edition. So, you know, less than the $175 or $200 price that the Red Book has on the Type 2s, but still extremely collectible. And for, you know, let's see, $1 and $1. For $1, I think it was the only bid on this. Pretty impressed with that one. That'll probably go for 10 times that if on resale. This is a 1848 1 real. I did not have a 1 real. I've got some of the other denomination reals, Mexican. This one's not in great shape. It was bent. They had a minimum request of $5 bid on it. It is 90% silver, I believe. It says 20 grams on it, and this is an 1848. It does not say that it's 90%. Typically they do. I think it is though. Anyway, I offered them $250 for opening bid. They took it, and so I won that one. Additionally, got 2 more Roosevelt dimes. These are proofs, early 50s. Again, they have these packaged together, and their choice proofs is what it says, which I think is just like gem, or, you know, it's like they're thinking it would be, you know, PF64 better. I don't know that I disagree, but I'll have to look a little bit closer. And, you know, so a few bucks a piece for each of those. Got this. Next up is a seeded Liberty $50. So this one, really cool, really collectible. It's a 56.0, so it was a New Orleans mint. So the New Orleans mint was opened because they started needing to have mints to be able to, you know, produce coinage without having to deliver it so far when everything was made in Philadelphia. And so what ended up happening was the Orleans Mint opened along with a few others. I think there was Fort Worth, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not, that's Treasury, but Denver certainly. And then it was, you know, a few years later after California Gold Rush that San Francisco opened their mint. But anyway, this is in New Orleans. It's that and Carson City are two of the rarer kind of mint mark findings that you'll see. So, and this is a no motto. So, you know, soon after this, they started putting on and off. They've put "In God We Trust" on our coinage and our dollars, and over the years. And this one is a no motto version. I don't know which is a Type 3 resumed or something like that. I'll look into it and see. Anyway, $11 for you know, about $6 worth of silver value, but, you know, with the collectability, quite a bit more than that. And then you've got another one of these, again, not quite in as good a shape as the last one, but it's an 1870. And let's see if I can find out what this guy writes. It's a 70S, so that's interesting. It is kind of hashed up around the edge, so it's been, you know, quite worn. But again, for, you know, just over melt value, I like it. And then this package was 5 of these. Same thing, the Liberties, and there is a 76, a 76, and I think 3 77s. No, another 76, and then 2 77s. So we've got almost completely worn off on the back on that one. So that's just silver melt value. That's like a Cole 77. Same thing here. You can read the dates on these, which is good, but almost completely everything else worn off. That one's not as bad. You can see United States of America, $quarter at the bottom. And date. And then this one again, same type of thing. You can see the eagle, but that's about it. And the 76, that one, same thing. You can read some of the lettering, United States of America. And then I saw this on there. This was a, I think it's a JM. Pan American Silver. Pan American Silver, 5 gram silver bar. So I saw that on there, and I thought, you know, that's a pretty cool thing to add to the stack. We'll test that, but that is pretty neat as well. And, you know, it was $2.50. So, you know, it was, I believe that's below spot price. Let's see, 5 grams, there would be about 6 of these in an ounce. So you get about 6 of these, 6 times $2.50 would be $15. So, you know, just under the melt value of silver for this nice bar. And so, you know, I didn't have any 5 grams actually. It's an interesting, I like this small fractional stuff. Anyway, that was what we found in that bag. The next thing that we've got is a box. Let me kind of lay this stuff out for you guys so you can take a look at what we got here really quickly. You kind of see all the coinage. Give it a once over. I'll look through those dates. I'm sure that most of them are pretty common, but if we find something that is not, I'll be sure to post very specifically what we found. There's 2 Roosevelt proofs in each one of these. Let's see here, 57 and a 60, and a 64, common date, and a 61. There's a 58 and a 61. 58, 56. So 56 worth a few bucks. Interesting, there's a 92, and it is a silver S mint mark and a 1960. So we actually got a modern mixed in there. They're all modern, but, you know, more modern. And I'll go ahead and just give you the dates on these. You're stuck it with me this long. So we got a 20. Let's see here. 26. 1919. Very visible date, 1920. 1945. Some nice toning on it. 34. 44. 43. I'm not really checking the mint marks on the backs. 42. I will on the older ones. 29. 29S. 30. 39. Sorry about that. Tough to see it. 40. 40S. 27. Pretty cool toning on that 27. Almost rainbow coloring. 41. I'm not sure if you can see some of the toning on these from the iPhone footage here, but 45S and a 43. So let's go back and look at this. 25 is a no mint mark, so that's a Philadelphia. And the 19, no mint mark as well. And the 20, no visible mint mark. So anyway, so this is what all we have. Let's take a look here for you. Just kind of browse over all the stuff. Pretty cool.